So somebody on Discord has messaged me and kind of pointed me in the direction of probably one of the coolest things I have ever seen. So the person's name, I think it's a Reddit user called HekyMx or something like that. It's like HEKYM, something like that. They've created what is honestly a really cool website for those of you guys who aren't like in game or you're trying to plan ahead. It's a really awesome site that kind of tells you how long things are open for, when things reset, where we are in certain rotations as far as event schedules go, and a ton of other things. So we're gonna jump into it. They have a bunch of dates already pretty much put in the game or in here as well, upcoming stuff and future stuff, which is pretty interesting and really awesome. I'm going to show you guys what it is. If you want to follow this link, go to the first link in the description. Shout out to the creator of this. It is absolutely awesome. I absolutely love it, and I gotta share it with you guys. If you guys never seen GitHub before, it's where a lot of people create some really amazing tools for really awesome games. Let's jump right into it. So this is it right here. Again, the first link in the description is going to bring you to this site. Really cool because it has active and up-to-date timers as far as the daily reset goes. It can sometimes get confusing. We just had in the US at least daylight savings roll around, so we fell back an hour, which means now the reset's at like I think it's 7 p.m. for us instead of 8 p.m. for us. So that's kind of where you can get your time. You see what the local time and everything is, the date, all that fun stuff. Although, is that date wrong? Yeah, that date's wrong. I don't know. Anyway, the one thing it can't track is the monthly reset, and that's because everybody's monthly reset is a little bit different based on when they actually join the game. And a lot of people's are the same because when they redo the monthlies, a lot of times they sync them back up, or when servers merge, they sync them up, things like that. But yeah, you guys can see there's a lot of really cool timers. This one I actually really like the Dragon Scale store, so you can actually see when it's supposed to reset, and then you can actually hit a refresh button on it to kind of sync it up or whatever. You got the Sealand store as well, and then the other thing is the event calendar is really cool. So it has like the timers and everything of when it's at. You can even update it, change it, do whatever you want with it, but it kind of shows you everything that is open at the time. You see Free Team Arena is Monday through Thursday. Flame Shrine, this one again, it really depends on your server per se, but it looks like you can kind of customize this however you want potentially, which is kind of cool. Void Ark, of course, is open right now. Guild Wars is coming to a close. Star Expedition coming to a close. Really cool things here. I don't know what this section is for, though. I don't know if this is like something you can add somewhere else. Not quite sure. I haven't figured that part out just yet. But it would be cool to add this to the timers as well. And then this section I thought was really cool because I spend a lot of time going online. I'm like, oh yeah, what day is Chinese New Year 2024? I look it up and then I try to figure out when it is. So you can see here, this one is starting February 10th, which means the Chinese New Year is falling on the Valentine's Day event too, which does mean it's going to be an early heroic summoning event, most likely. You can see right here, we have Thanksgiving on the 23rd. And then of course the Black Friday is the 24th. So you can see the dates. However, you kind of have to know when those events start because technically Thanksgiving is at the end of a week right here, whereas Black Friday is coming up. But it does do a good thing to tell you how close you are to holidays to try to save up and do what you want to do. You can do a lot of bunch of different things here too. It's a really, really awesome tool. And then on top of that, there's even other things here such as heroes. Now, one thing I've noticed is not much of this is searchable. Like you got Betty, which you can like look at this stuff, but it's more or less just to tell you how far you can take a hero, essentially. It shows you by faction what they are, whether they can be a householder, which is this crown right here. So you can be like, yes, crown, no, means you can't be it. Just shows all of it. So that's kind of cool. It tells you if you can get Void 4, if you can't do Void 4, only void 4 heroes, which there are a lot of them in the game, but there's some of the older heroes that just can't. And even 10-star heroes. You can pick the ones that are not 10-starable. Actually, no, I guess they didn't put them in there. I was going to say, I wonder if they put the food heroes in. That kind of would have been a help for some people, but it's kind of interesting. I like it. It's okay. You can search by, you know, just the actual faction as well, and you can get a lot of information just from this. This one is really cool too. You can kind of search to see who can be oh, this is a cool filter I didn't even mess with before either. But you can actually search by, you know, okay, I just want to look at Transcendence heroes. I want to see who all their tenants are. It's kind of a really cool thing to see here. Oh, that's nice. You can actually take out any priests and assassins from this list. Well, not quite. Doesn't quite work because Azrael's still an assassin. Might be a couple little bugs in here, but it does a good job to show you guys which some of the strongest heroes can be. You can see Betty's is not that great. These are priests over here too, so again, I don't know why these aren't disappearing. Could just be some bugs in the system still, because like, yeah, it just doesn't seem like it, because like Azrael's listed everywhere, Vesta's listed everywhere. It doesn't really make much sense, but it's a good start on a tool, to be honest. That's one thing that's at least good. Even just that one showing the heroes that are 4-starable, but you know, you can even just go to, I think, I don't know what this one does either. Not really sure. Seems like this is the main one over here. Oh, I can see if you want to actually, it highlights where they are in the tree. That's interesting. Man, they're all over here. Look at that. So yeah, it has a cool thing for tenants as well. It has events that has like an RNG multiplier. It shows you the fantasy factory, shows you shelter. If you come in here and be like, well, penny's a reward, it tells you who you need to go for, and you need 4 of those copies. It's kind of a nice tool. I like it. It lets you do a quick search to figure out what shelter heroes you need. It even has an Imps Adventure kind of simulator in it, which is really cool. Soul Awakening Gala, oh my goodness, it does give you some rates and you will be sad. It's not great. Heroic Summoning you can see as well. It's even got Prophet Orbs, and finally it has Wishing Fountain, which honestly, shouldn't even worry about that. This is one of my favorite sections here. It gives you the total resources required to get to specific levels, which is really, really cool. Void Imprints is nice to see as well. So it has like a section total on the left and then a cumulative total in the middle. Tree of Origin, same thing, tells you how much the section takes up, which is really, really interesting. And then beyond that, Destiny Transition. If you've ever wondered, even like the tree here, stuff like that, you can kind of theory craft and see exactly how many you need of each resource. You can see Crystals of Transcendence actually gets up there when you get to the really high levels. Tons of Stellar Shards too, and even a ton of these resources. So again, a really cool resource. Dailies, it just kind of shows you all the maps and everything. And then there are some other things on here. Shows you the max cap for any void imprints, treasure shard leveling, red treasure, all these different ones here, which is kind of interesting to see because as you go up, it takes more and more points to upgrade the treasures. So let me know what you guys think. I figured it's a pretty cool resource for you guys to access. If you see any bugs, definitely let me know and I'll try to pass it on to the creator. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Hopefully it helps you guys out planning a little bit, and I'll see you guys next time.